Ten,
Standby to take studio.
7, 6,
Standby
5,
camera 1, mics 1 and 2.
3, 2, 1.
Take studio.
Good morning, MCHS, and welcome to another episode of MCTV News. I'm Maddie Hunt.
And I'm Jaden Piche. On today's show, we'll be taking a look at the performances done at the Notre Dame Christmas concert, along with the long-awaited Mary Poppins play held back in December, and the delicious food that was made in Homeric 9. But first, our top story.
On the last day before winter break, MCHS had their annual Christmas celebration. We were treated to many fun performances, including the air bands created by the drama students and a dance performed by the faculty here at MCHS. Brad Bullock and Sailor Tarswell give us this story.
This Christmas celebration. From airbands to dinner to great singers, the celebration has no shortage of entertainment. It brings our school community closer, and it is not a day to miss.
To me, it's probably one of the best opportunities in the building for the school community to get together.
I love that we have former students coming back and we have parents that come. I love that we can showcase some of the talents of our students and that we can really have an opportunity to celebrate the true meaning of Christmas.
Of course, a Christmas celebration this good doesn't plan itself. A lot of time, effort, and thinking ahead goes into it. Mrs. Christensen and Mr. Battistine and many others know all about it.
Well, any celebration that needs to be planned has a lot of different aspects that need to be looked at. So first of all, you need to get things organized. Who's going to say what? Who's going to sing what? What are they going to say? What are the prayers going to be? Who's going to read the prayers? You know, what are the readings that are specific to that day? Are there any guest speakers that are going to come? We needed to find out who was going to sing, what they were going to sing.
Christmas at MCHS is a time loved by students and staff. It is also a very unique celebration, keeping everyone engaged. Some of the highlights of the Christmas celebration is the staff dance and the performance of Christmas carols from the grade 3s from Notre Dame.
All of our students, they respond so positively, they listen so well, and they clap, and they make the grade 3s feel like, you know, they're superstars. And I love that. I love seeing the excitement, and I love seeing some of the kids that we're potentially going to come have as students in a few years. It's actually my favorite day of the year.
MCHS kept its reputation of having a great celebration this year. With all of the festivities, it's a great way to start your Christmas season. Reporting for MCTV News, Sailor Tarswell.
It is now January, and the weather has finally caught up with us.
I couldn't agree more.
Here's MCHS meteorologist Ben Fingler to let us know what the weather looks like for the week.
Thank you. First, we'll be looking at the weather across the country. In the northern half, at Whitehorse, it's a -6 degrees, snowing. In Yellowknife, snow with a cold -21. And in Iqaluit, -20. Vancouver is a -8 on the west coast. Regina, a -9. Winnipeg is -16 and snowing. Toronto is a -1 degrees with a bit of sun and cloud. Montreal is a -10. Halifax on the east coast is -6 with sun and cloud. And St. John's is -3 with a mix of sun and cloud. On to our provincial forecast. High Level is a -17 with a mix of sun and cloud. Fort McMurray, -17 with snowing. Edmonton is also snowing at a -4 degrees. Grand Prairie on the west is a -7 with snowing. Jasper is 0. And then we're finally getting into the warmer parts in the south. Red Deer at 1 degrees. Calgary at 2, both snowing still. -2 degrees in Medicine Hat and -1 in Banff. Time for the local. It is -7 degrees. The wind is coming in north at 10 kilometers per hour. The relative humidity is 93%. Sunrise is at 8:46 today. Sunset is at 4:41. The weekly forecast, it's going to be snowing for the end of the week, but it's going to start to warm up around midterm. So on Thursday, it's going to be -6 as a high, -16 as a low. Friday is going to be snowing with negative 15 as a high, negative 27 as a low. Saturday is going to be negative 22 as a high, negative 25 as a low. Saturday will be negative 18 as a high and as a low. Monday will be negative 13 as a high, negative 18 as a low. Tuesday, sun and cloud, 13 as a high, 14 as a low. Wednesday, sun and cloud, negative 8 as a high, negative 13 as a low. Thank you. That's back to you in the studio.
As you may remember, MCHS had their annual drama production at the beginning of December, and this year's story was the classic Mary Poppins. Months of practice went into this performance to make it as amazing as it turned out to be. Myself and Kaylee Taylor filed this report.
During the first week of December, the drama crew of MCHS put on the annual December show. This year, the performance was Mary Poppins.
I was really excited. I was nervous at the same time. Like, I had to get on and get off and do everything right, I guess. You couldn't really mess up, or else it would kind of mess up the whole thing. So it was kind of nerve-wracking, because you had 8 seconds to bring on a couch and get off, and you had to put it in the right spot, make sure it was angled, and then book it off. And at the same time, you weren't allowed running, so it was what?
After months of hard work and preparation, the show was a huge success. We asked some students involved to go into detail of what happened behind the scenes.
I know the cast members had play rehearsals, I think, every day after school. I think so. And then crew members put in a ton of work moving things and learning it in just 4 rehearsals, and then memorizing everything. And then cast had to memorize the lines, the songs, and all the positions and everything. And so that, I guarantee, was a lot of work.
Can you tell? There was a lot of work put into the play, because we spent a lot of days after school working on it. There are some people who are there probably every day of the week to work on the play after school. And there was weekend rehearsals, and everyone was using their own time at home to find stuff or make stuff better for the play. So a lot of work was put into it.
They also shared some of their favorite parts of the show.
My favorite scene was playing the game, and not because I was in it, but because it was so much different from the rest, because it had a creepy feeling to it, and it was all summon the toys, and the toys were zombies coming to life, and it was really different.
I liked playing the game. It was really I don't know, really energetic, I think. It was really mysterious and really cool. The music was cool, the song was cool.
I like the banjo guitar bit of every song, and it was so out of place. That was my favorite part of every song. I know you didn't ask that, but that's my answer.
Cast and crew tell us their reasons for being part of this MCHS production.
I always liked the MCHS plays. I thought they were really cool, and I am not a singer, so I thought that it would be fun to do the backstage crew and help move all the sets over and change everything for the crew, or for the cast.
It was fun. It was really different than other plays I've been in, because I was with people who were putting so much effort into the production, so it was really great, and everyone was so friendly and yeah.
Different people get different feelings from being on stage.
Really excited. I was nervous at the same time. I had to get on and get off and do everything right, I guess. You couldn't really mess up, or else it would kind of mess up the whole thing. So it was kind of nerve-wracking, because you had 8 seconds to bring on a couch and get off, and you had to put it in the right spot, make sure it was angled, and then book it off. And at the same time, you weren't allowed running, so it was what?
I wasn't really nervous at all, but every once in a while when I was singing, my voice would start to shake, because I wasn't feeling the nervousness, but it was really there. But I was also very excited. So I guess a better word for that would be that I felt supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
It was totally worth it. It was very, very worth it. It was amazing.
I'm Kaylee Taylor reporting for MCTV News.
Welcome back. Connor Ryan is here to give us the latest scores from the world of sports.
Absolutely, Jaden. Let's look at the action last night in the worlds of hockey, basketball, and a preview of this weekend's division playoff games in the NFL. In the NHL last night, 3 Canadian teams were in action. The Flames extinguished the Panthers 6-0 in a large part by the 4 goals scored by rookie Sam Bennett. Toronto continues to struggle at home against the Columbus Blue Jackets, losing 3-1. The Ducks scored 3 unanswered goals in the third period to down the Senators 4-1. The Flyers came up with 2 Bruins 3-2. Turning to the NBA, Oklahoma City beat Dallas 108-89. Kevin Durant netted 29 points. Isaiah Thomas led the Celtics over the Pacers 103-94. Atlanta lost to Charlotte 84-107, and the Trailblazers outscored the Jazz 99-85. The NFL playoffs continue this weekend with the division matches on tap. On Saturday, the Chiefs attempt to upset the defending Super Bowl champs, the New England Patriots, while Green Bay is in action in Arizona. Sunday sees the Seahawks battling the Panthers and Pittsburgh in the Mile High City against the Broncos. Should be some very exciting games. And that, Jaden, is all there is to say in the world of sports.
Thanks, Connor. Home Ec 9 is one of the school's most interesting and fun classes to be in by giving students a chance to create delicious foods and desserts. Connor Ryan and Sarah Mandiuk give us this report.
Home Ec is a 2-part class for grade 9s, including cooking and sewing.
Home Ec is 2 areas, the sewing and the cooking.
Home Ec is a class where you can learn skills that help you later in life or at home with cooking and sewing.
Well, hopefully in Home Ec they'll come out with some basic skills that they can use at home. The Home Ec program is divided into 2 units. They do a sewing unit and they do a foods unit.
There's many things to do in the sewing unit itself. Mrs. Appel, Josiah Zerbin, and Maddie Bueller explain.
So in the sewing unit, they'll use basic skills, knowledge to mend maybe clothes if they rip, that sort of thing. They do make a project too, so they know how to use a sewing machine and they know how to hand sew.
We practice doing different stitches and then did our big project. I made a pillow.
I made a sock monkey and we used hand sewing. It's like 4 different stitches we had to do.
In cooking, attention is key because you have to do many things in a certain amount of time, not burning your food, but making it just right.
In the foods unit, we start with what is called food basics. So they learn nutrition, but they also learn the basic skills in the kitchen to start them off, following recipes, learning all the tools, equipment, cooking terms, measuring skills.
Mrs. Appel has been teaching since the school opened and tells us the difficulty of having a grade 9 44-minute block instead of a high school 90-minute block.
Well, the challenges are we have to break the cooking classes down into 2 blocks because there isn't time to do everything, especially if there's baking. So usually for every grade 9 class, there's a prep block and then there's a completion block.
Many opinions on which grades were better to take Home Ec. Some like younger and some older.
Probably now. We get to do different things and more things.
6, 7, 8, I took it. It was better in grade 8 because all we did was cook food. We didn't sew.
Home Ec is a great experience for many students, allowing them to cook and sew at school. For MCTV News, Connor Ryan reporting.
Here are your school announcements for Thursday, January 14th. Starting on Monday, January 18th, many students around the school will be starting midterms and finals. Check the school's website or with your subject teacher for information on when and where the test will be written. The senior girls basketball tournament will be happening January 29th and 30th. Scorekeepers will be needed. If you would like to volunteer, the sign-up sheet is posted at the entrance to the gym. Did you miss our last episode of MCTV News? If so, head online to www.battlesign.net to get your MCTV fix. Our digital archive is expanding and will soon include all episodes aired during the last 22 seasons. For these and all of the school information, keep connected by listening to the daily announcements in Block 3, logging onto the school's website at www.mchs.gsacred.ab.ca, following the school on Twitter at MCHSWolves, or searching the hashtag MCTV News.
On Monday, December 14th, the kids of Notre Dame put on a show at the Community Cultural Center. Kids of all ages went up to the stage and performed a festive Christmas tune for the audience. MCTV reporters Jared Marienka and Max McGrath give us this story.
Back in December, Notre Dame held their Christmas concert at the MCCC. We interviewed the principal and asked her a few questions.
Notre Dame has done the Christmas concert since it's been open, so that's many, many years. And it's just happened over the years, and every year the school has prepared a Christmas concert. It has moved over to MCCC because the Cultural Center is a great place for kids to perform, and also it helps us because we're such a large number of students at our school to be able to accommodate for all of our parents and our students in a way that is safe and manageable.
We interviewed a few teachers and asked them what songs they were singing for the Christmas concert.
This year our class will be singing Silent Night a cappella, and then Jingle Bell Rock is our other song. We've been practicing, Jared, for about 3 weeks. Since just before December started, we've been practicing, so about 3 weeks.
They're singing Silent Night and Jingle Bell Rock.
We interviewed a parent and asked them how they enjoyed the concert.
Absolutely, the kids did an amazing job. They worked hard, and it sounded beautiful.
The Notre Dame concert was great. Hope you're there. This is Jared Marienka for MCTV News.
That's our show for today. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to join us after the break for the first episode of next semester. Pieces will include reports on the Snack Shack, the Drama 10 Air Bands, the MCHS Library, and the Media 9 Option course. All this plus sports in your 7-day weather forecast on our next episode of MCTV News, Thursday, February 25th.
So, Maddie, are you getting prepared for the midterms and finals?
Oh yeah, I've been studying and studying and studying. What about you?
Well, I've been doing just about the same thing. Let's hope everyone's ready.
I agree.
For all of us at MCTV News, I'm Jaden Pichet.
And I'm Maddie Hunt. Thanks for tuning in, and stay classy, MCHS.